What's going on, X? What's up, bro?
What's up? You got to make me co-host.
I can't do it until you get in here. I just sent it to you. See it?
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. What's good?
Not much.
We'll pull I think we're gonna have DJ Medi in here with us and Kyle gonna come in here and we're gonna have a couple guests that be coming in here. Just gotta keep checking the audience to see who out there.
Oh yeah. Supposed to have what one of the current players on there.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay, so what's going on with everybody in the space? What's happening? We on spring break this weekend, so not much really going on besides the fact we just got two new additions to the staff. Mario still adding, and he ain't done. The Andrew Rogers guy, he was basically the guy who got Michigan State mostly all them transfer portal kids who could beat the hell out of us and almost went into the college football playoffs. So that's pretty a good thing. Um, other guy, Coach Juan. How do you pronounce his name? Juan. Hold on. I got the name, Coach Juan Navarro Jr. He's added. He's going to be the director of athletics recruiting. Um, help out in recruiting. So we going to basically be good with recruiting, getting kids to come to the campus, and communications and stuff like that. We definitely going to be good with the way Mario set it up. So just got to get him to campus and let Mario run it. But other than that, what's going on, DJ? I see you in here.
What's up, Max? How y'all doing?
Ain't nothing much, just chilling, man. Wednesday, get a couple questions. Mostly I'm gonna be taking a bunch of questions today because there's not really much going on as far as the first 3 days we seen the practice. That's about it. So I'll just take questions. For anybody who ready to start asking questions, go ahead and raise your hand. And we go from there. Or if you got anything to say, go ahead and say it.
Oh yeah, I was definitely impressed. I just seen Golson for his podcast. I tweeted some stuff out. He visited Mario at the campus, and I think I was impressed with like a bunch of dudes who could be on the beach hanging out. You know what I'm saying? South Beach, Miami Beach. They all it's a bunch of dudes getting work in at the facility. You know what I'm saying, during spring break. So I think Restrepo was one of the guys. So that was definitely inspiring to see. Because past, I don't think that would necessarily happen. But
Yeah, mostly, I would say mostly probably around like 60 or 65% of the team is currently still working out, trying to stay in shape and stuff like that, trying to stay out of trouble. Um, for the most part, that's always been the issue with Canes. As soon as they go on spring break, man, they come back and then we be like, oh man, it's such and such. That's how it be. But we should be we in good shape right now. So go ahead. Anybody want to ask a question? Go ahead, ask a question.
What's up, Street? What's up, X? It's Easy.
What's going on, bro? What's going
Man, how much staff is we really hiring? I mean, it's like every other day we hiring a new staff member. Like, I'm seeing positions we ain't never, ever, ever, ever have. Like, what's like the number? Like, what they trying to do?
It's no specific number. He just hiring people that's gonna help the team. I think like we most likely will be at like 30 to 35 coaches all together.
What number were we at like previously, like the last 10 years, last 15,
I
20
mean,
years?
it
What
was
number were
like
we?
15 to about 18 coaches at the most. That's
All
10
right, so we
field
doubling up. All right.
and off field. It wasn't a lot.
Means you got to understand something. In this day and age of college football, attrition is something that's consistently happening. So you always got to have, large. The same thing Alabama doing, Georgia doing. You got to have these large staffs so that it make. So for one, people already kind of tapped into the system. But if you do lose a coach, you got a viable option sitting, possibly, in one of the other rooms that you can kind of move up or interview to promote or whatever the case may be. So it seems like a lot, but understand, like, we are, when Gaddis got here, we was already talking about, we don't know if he's going to be here for 2 seasons. He might be gone after a couple seasons. So knowing
No,
that.
respect. I understand
Yeah.
all that. It's just a new day and age, so I was just trying to see like what number we going for. I understand all that though. Like this is what we should have been doing this, but I was just trying to see like if there's like a top off number, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But nah, I respect that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's definitely not a top off number because at the same time, you could still be adding coaches during the season, off field to just do certain things. So it's never a top off number. But anybody else got another question?
Yeah, let me ask you this. Do you know if college positions are allowed to work remotely? Like if we didn't have any space in a recruiting department and we wanted to bring on new personnel, could we have somebody stationed in another state or perhaps another city and not necessarily be on campus?
That's probably a question I would have to ask. I don't think it's beneficial to the school unless you know what I'm saying you could actually go around and recruit for them, but normally they can't go around, so it's not beneficial to the school. I would say for the most to do that.
Oh, so the recruiting personnel they have to be stationary. They can't go out and recruit.
Yeah. They can only recruit when the kids comes to the campus. They can make phone calls and stuff like that, but they can't go out on the road.
Oh, okay. And who do you think is our I won't say who, but what position type do you think will be our next commit to Pop Force?
What position?
Yeah.
Most likely it's probably going to be either another offensive lineman or a defensive lineman.
Okay.
The recruit gonna start picking up pretty soon, but can't really say exactly which position it to be though.
Okay, and I guess my last question here is this might be a little bit more personal for you and Streeter, but can you tell us, because it does say cryptocurrency at the top, can you tell us how profitable stocks, investing in stocks and cryptocurrency have been for you all?
Well, I let Streeter answer for the most, but it's real profitable. So if right now, basically in the future, okay, it's 2022. In the future years to be, it's going to be digital currency. Cash currency is probably going to be gone pretty soon. I'm not going to say all the way gone, but it's going to be like, hey, okay, I got cash. That don't mean nothing no more. Cryptocurrency is going to be like what you use it all the time. So definitely invest in it. It's very profitable.
When he say what's profitable, who asked that question? Germ?
Yeah.
Yeah, Germo. Yeah.
What get him a little detailed. What is it? What is it you really ask?
So has it been a lifestyle changer for you, right? So do you necessarily have to work at 8 to 5 punch in, or has your investment really brought so much profit that you don't have to work on anybody's job? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I left somebody's job 2 years ago, bro. I don't work. I invest or die. I invested in Footballville, and I invest in stocks, and No, I don't work anybody's job. I get up in the morning and watch cartoons and then wait for the market to open. But
Yeah,
I mean, but really, let's talk. Let's talk though. Let's talk though. You're asking this why?
because I'm looking, and I think I've heard you talk about joining the groups and stuff like that, and I want to know like how profitable is it? Like, I mean, I don't want to always work an 8 to 5. I want to be able to have, you know, something that I can invest in and not have to report to somebody's job all the time. So I just want to know what kind of. I can't ask you what kind of money you make because that's too personal.
No, because no, that's like asking.
A woman her age.
Okay, it's like this. It's like this. It's like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. I know, Mehdi. I'm gonna let you have it, Mehdi. It's like this. It's like this. I'm here to tell you. Anytime you punch a clock, that's probably one of the slowest ways to make money. There's an easier way to make money. There's ways to make money where there's no cap. There's ways to make money when you're not lifting a dime. You understand?
Right.
I learned Forex first. I learned Forex. I learned how to read a chart, and then I started investing. Real fast. When I left real fast. Let me tell you a quick story. When I left my job, corrections, I had a good county job, great county job. Everybody in Miami wants to be COs. You know what I'm saying? All the working class people. 80,000 a year I was making, but I felt like, listen, man, if I go retire and go in an old folks home and don't invest in Footballville and don't give this a shot, I'll be an old man sitting in a wheelchair with a lot of regret. So I took my retirement and I said, all right, this little $140,000, I'm going to invest it in me. I walked away from the job. 2 days later, COVID happened. I lost 40,000, so I had like 100,000. One of my mentors was like, "Dog, you finally left the plantation." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "We got 3 months before I can get my retirement, right?" Because when you retire from the county, it takes 3 months to get your money. He said, I told him, I said, "But I think I can invest it in the stock market while we waiting." He said, "Let's go. I got you." Because finally you done left the plantation. And I've told this story hundreds of times on the platform. It was the day I made $30,000 off that $100,000, right? That it wasn't the fact that made me rich. It's just $30,000. It did not make me rich. Don't get that wrong. It was the fact that I saw it. It was the fact that I saw days that trading $100,000, I was making $10,000, $9,000. I lose $5,000. I make it. You know what I'm saying? But the most I made in one day I can remember was 30,000. One day I saw 50,000. I showed my girlfriend, and it went down to 40,000, and I lost 20,000 that day. All of this was the learning process. But you know what the problem was, Jerome? After seeing that, I could never work for anybody again. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Because now I know the possibility. Now I'm thinking, like, why did it take me 13 years to make $140,000 in my retirement, and I made 30,000 in a day? I saw 50,000 one day, and I just didn't know how to take it because I just learned how to trade and I wasn't taking the money. So once you see it, you can't unsee it. You know the possibilities, and you just got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve Harvey say, jump. Now, I ain't trying to be motivated speaker in here, but the question that you're asking, you know it's a better way, bro. You see people with 2 Lamborghinis and 5 houses. You know it. It's just some of us was privy to the information. Some of us had to go find it. And some of us, you know what I'm saying, aren't curious enough. Mehdi, what you was going to say, bro?
No, I was just saying you was trying to figure out an example for what you don't ask people from a personal standpoint, but I appreciate your transparency. I was just saying you don't ask people that, like, you don't ask women her dress size, but or her age or whatever. But to kind of give my own perspective, and obviously this is all advice, you know what I'm saying? This isn't like lifestyle changes that we telling you that you have to make, but Street is right, you know what I'm saying? I started investing in 2018. Obviously, you know, I've said it before, I'm in the military, so that steady flow of income does help, especially, you know, when we had a pandemic, stuff like that. But even before the pandemic, a very well invested and well versed, you know, younger airman came in. he came in a little bit later in life, so he was almost close to my age. But he told me about it. He walked me through the whole process of how to set up an account, how to get with a brokerage, how to recharge the whole nine. And for me, it changed my life. Now I'm not making $20,000-$30,000 plays per se, but because I'm a long guy. So Street, he's talking about, you know, trading options, a lot of day trading stuff. I'm for the long haul type of guy. So I just pick up little things here and there, drop stuff if I'm seeing it's not profitable. But by no means is this supposed to be quote unquote profitable. If that's not what you want to do, right? Street, he has the ability to be profitable because he's taken that route and learned that system from the day trading aspect where he can trade those options. It's something for me that's it's not necessarily my thing. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I would say is you got to figure out what type of individual you want to be from that perspective. Now, if you want to make quick profits really quick, then you might want to take the street option. If you want to just kind of buy and hold stuff for the long haul, then you can do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just all up to you and what fits your financial profile. Street, he took that leap of faith and it worked out for him. And he created a platform that allowed him to tell people and give people that insight on how to be able to utilize the stuff that he took the risks. He took those leaps of faith to say, hey, I did it. I came out pretty much unscathed on the other end. Here's what I did. And that's the type of, in my opinion, that's the type of stuff you see on them YouTube commercials and all these people, you know, posing with the Lamborghinis
Crazy,
and all that shit. And all he's doing is doing it from a perspective that is looking to help out. And then he just utilizes the platform he already created and uses that base to help not only kids who are high school kids, young college kids, but people like us who are just fans that watch them and root for them. So I always applaud Street. I always give him his roses because of that. And you know, that's where you got to make your decision about what you want to do. So that's my 2 cents.
I appreciate y'all sharing, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Jerm, does it make sense, Jerm?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, man. I'm actually clicking on the link now, seeing how I can join.
Yeah, see, because it's not necessarily about. See, this is the thing. It's not necessarily about stocks, forex, real estate. It's about when you get your money. Like money is a tool. It's about when you get your money. Do you put it in something that makes money? And if whatever it is, if you continuously do that, then you'll realize that trading hours for dollars could never amount to your money working for you. So that's why I do YouTube, I have Instagram. Those things pay. I have different things that I invest in, but me leaving corrections was me banking on myself. I mean, people say I was crazy. Man, you leaving a good county job, you got benefits. They just didn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, corrections officer now is like being a doctor in Miami, man. Everybody wants to be a correction officer, but yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Go ahead, Ed.
All right. Now just let them get finish doing that, but move on to the next question. Kurt, so you had your hands up for a little minute. Go ahead and ask a question.
Hey, what's up, Streeter? What's up, X?
What's up?
Making a hard left here, which y'all was just talking about. But back to the Canes. For DN, defensive end, do y'all think the staff is comfortable with the depth and the talent we have there, or do you think we need to add a portal piece, or what are y'all hearing on that?
I think we'll eventually add another transfer at defensive end. It'll be either at defensive end or defensive tackle. I think they're not satisfied with the basically the whole defense. Because Mario said that we need depth. We don't have enough depth throughout the whole team. So you could probably look for them to add a transfer kid at almost every position besides quarterback and running back. I think everything else, offensive line, receiver, defensive line, linebacker, and cornerback, you will look for them to add an extra piece.
penciled in
And
right
a
now.
lot of it's for depth reasons. You play a 12-game season, man. Some people get banged up.
Yeah.
And my phone's ringing, but yeah, it's just natural, so it happens sometimes. But yeah, I'm looking for them to add some pieces after spring.
Gotcha. Obviously the depth. I heard Mario say the depth is not there, but even from the talent portion, I'm not saying I think Chance and Harvey, I guess, would be penciled in as the starters right now. Not to say they're not talented, they just they haven't really shown it yet. That's all.
Yeah, we got the talent. We got talent on in every position, but the thing is, we don't have on defense. On the defensive side, I think we only got two alphas on defense. That would be James Williams and Leonard Taylor. Everybody kind of falls into place. Normally, you need an alpha at linebacker. You need an alpha at linebacker to control the defense. You need an extremely good defensive end. Not saying that we don't have one, but they just ain't shown it yet. So it's their time to show up. You know what I'm saying? They got better coaching, so it's their time. That's the most we could say as of now.
Gotcha. Appreciate it.
No
man.
problem. Shah, what's good? Go ahead and ask your question. Don't come here asking those stupid questions either, man.
Man, what you talking about, man?
Go ahead, dog. What you finna ask?
No, it's actually regular. Anyway, how about is Roland Smith and Jason Taylor?
You say that again?
How vital is Roland Smith and Jason Taylor in the community?
Well, the Roland Smith thing is big because he's respected around the community. As you can see, each recruit, when I see recruits on the sideline, they all around Roland Smith. And that's good, so he's like Street to say, you hire Roland Smith and Roland Smith know where the body's at. So he's doing his thing.
Luke said that.
The Jason
Luke
Taylor
said
thing
that,
is
man.
still kind of like starstruck because it's like everybody keep looking at him like, oh, that's Jason Taylor. That's really Jason Taylor. Like, I don't think they understand that he's actually coaching or helping coach. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe after a couple of weeks they would just say, okay, yeah, he's out there. He's another coach. It's almost like Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying? Ed Reed is there, but it's like we're making so much of a big deal because he's out there. So it's kind of like that. You're just going to get that with them too. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Fame players. Right. You'll get
that. Listen, you know what I was thinking about Roland Smith X? Like, Patty, name somebody that, okay, he's seen the best of the best up close. Personal, on the field, off the field. Name another, you know what I'm saying? Like how vital is that? Would that be in recruiting? He knows what a Joe Uri looks like.
Okay, well,
he knows what a Lawrence
it could almost equate to when I think who was it who hired? Was it Shanahan or was it Golden who hired Ice?
Both
of them hired Ice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say it almost could be when Shanahan hired Ice then. Ice was able to get the players from Dade County to stay. So it could be something like that.
And he knows the difference, dog. He knows the difference between a Dalvin Cook, between a flex, between a Joe Yerby. He's seen the different levels of good and great, you know what I'm saying? Up close.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got to give these people credit where credit is due, bro. I mean, the hours that they put in, dog, is crazy. And Jason Taylor, one thing I tell you about Jason Taylor, when I see him on the sideline with those kids, dog, he used to be awesome with that defense, dog.
Yeah. He's real live. Like he's live. He's a live coach. He ain't just sitting there just saying, "Oh, I'm here. I'm happy to be here."
Passionate.
Yeah.
He kissed kids. He hugged kids. Dog, listen, you talking about run through a wall?
Yeah.
Yes, man. He's great with those kids. Now, these are little older kids, you know what I'm saying? But he's great with kids, dog.
Yeah, he's live. That's why I was saying it's gonna be good to have actually a defensive end coach. Then you got a defensive analyst with Jason Taylor. I think the D-line gonna be pretty good because you got literally maybe 5 to 6 guys who could go out there and teach that position. and it should benefit the D line, especially this year.
I know you said the other side at cornerback needs help.
Oh yeah,
but yeah.
Well, you look at it like this: if to Corey Couch, Al Blades get it together, you also got Stevenson, and then you got other athletic corners coming in. It could help a lot. I'm number 8, man. I don't even really want to speak bad about kids, but he just still needs a lot of work. And I mean, if you look at him, man, your eyes be like, damn, this guy gonna be good. You look at him like, oh boy, that's a player, man. But then when the whistle is blown and they on the field, it's like, he needs work though. You know what I'm saying? This is his last opportunity. You know what I'm saying? This is his last opportunity, so he better make the best of it.
So how you see what's the difference when you was out there with when y'all was out there with T-Rob and now a day is out there? What's the difference?
Well, the difference is, I mean, but T-Rob said it. T-Rob was like, I guess they weren't allowed to coach how they really wanted to coach. You know what I'm saying? And now, even Coach Kevin Steele said it the other day. Say, man, whole staff is on the same page. Like everybody's picking up the same terminology, or they on the same page. Like everybody's coaching their position hard. It's like nobody holding them back. As we can't come to know, like Diaz did hold back the linebackers a lot, majorly. You know what I'm saying? So he did that too with the defensive backs too. So it's a real big difference.
Appreciate it, bro.
No
Appreciate
problem. This is the Cane Burner. What's good?
You gotta unmute yourself too.
The Cane Burner. What's good? Huh? The Cane Burner. What's up?
You muted yourself again. There you go.
I don't know.
Nah, he dropped down and listened. He left.
Okay, let's go to how you pronounce it? Jorge? I don't know. Is it a silent J?
Hello?
Oh, hold on.
Jorge.
Yeah, I was getting to Jorge. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on. Just real quick question. I know everybody, talk about how, the feel, but throughout the program is completely different, and rightfully so. Obviously Mario going to bring a different type of energy, but you guys, being that you guys were on the ground there seeing it, like what's the main differences like that you see from, let's say, like a Mario run practice as opposed to like a Diaz run practice?
The big difference is, well, we got Chase Smith here. I don't know if you want to.
No, don't ask. Don't.
Oh, okay, well, let me answer the question.
See what he say. Chase, what's going on, bro?
What up? What's going on?
What's up, Chase? What's happening?
What's good, Chase?
How y'all doing?
Chase, you heard that question?
Nah, I ain't hear it. What he say?
So,
well, Chase, you're not out there yet, huh? You doing
he's out there, but he's rehabbing, but he's out there. He basically asked, what's the difference between a Mario ran practice and a Coach Diaz ran practice?
Probably pace. That's not too much different, but it definitely goes faster. It's definitely more like time scheduling and the way they do it, time management. It's a lot more efficient, I feel like, and it's like right to it. Ain't no too much time wasted. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, but listen, Streeter, that's true because they are moving a lot faster.
Yeah.
Normally, like they'll blow the whistle and then you'll see everybody kind of like walking around, getting to where they're supposed to go next. This year, they blow the whistle, man, and they there. They at the next, what they doing next, like right there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Jorge, you gotta watch the video, man. Street just put out a 5 things video, man, about the differences. Gotta watch that video.
Oh,
man.
I didn't even see that. I'm gonna check that out. Is it on the thread?
Shout out to Medi, man. I'm gonna put it. I'll pin it at the top. But right now at the top, we got Chase at the top. Chase was our first NIL deal. We partnered with Edge And Chase got his own link where you can go to his well, Chase got his own QR code. Chase got a lot of stuff when it comes to Edge. He got his own link, his own QR code where you can actually scan it and buy Edge a 12-pack of Edge energy drink. Best tasting energy drink on the planet, dog. I mean, once y'all taste it, y'all realize Street don't be lying about nothing. Chase, you back home, right, bro?
Yes, sir.
You been flying the drone, dog?
I actually crashed that thing, but it's
Oh
getting fixed
man, I'm
now.
sorry, bro. Like you crashed your where, man? Tell
I
us
know I
story,
don't
man.
crash it a lot, but no, it hit a tree. I was trying to do something pretty tight, but
It's broke.
it ain't broke too bad. But no, I can't fix it because it's from the company.
You cried. Tell the truth.
No, man.
Dog, listen, does it burn you up that you can't be out there on the field right now? Or how you feel about that?
Yeah, it's pretty hard watching everybody play, but you know, I'm just trying to get back to it, get on my weight back and everything.
Yeah, it looked like you did kind of slim up a little bit. I looked at you while you walked by us the other day, and I was like, dang, Chase like he dropped some weight.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm like, what he trying to go back? You trying to go back to safety, or you modify that linebacker?
Nah, I'm gonna stay down there, but I'm just trying to get all my weight back right now.
Stay down there with the head buster. That's good. We need you at linebacker, man. We need an alpha at that position, man. And you could definitely be one of them guys who could get our unit back to where it's supposed to be, to being linebacker you again.
Yes, sir.
Chase, I got a question for you. If you can say, so you see Kevin Steele, obviously. First thing, like, how was he as a, in that room with y'all, kind of talking to y'all? And then secondly, from my understanding, is the star, I think it's what it's called, star or something like that. Is that like a transitional position where it goes from nickel to linebacker, or is it a set position?
I don't really know if I can answer that, but I mean it's a set position though. I ain't no problem saying that. But as far as Kevin, Coach Steele, he definitely mean business, and he made it very clear. Everybody here, all this God tier coaching staff came together to strictly win. We just want to win. We want to do it all. So them boys locked in, focused. So they making sure we on our P's and Q's right now.
So Chase, is there a timetable on your return, or y'all just saying we just hold out for all spring and then just get ready for the fall?
Yeah, it's I'm not too exactly sure on the exact date I'm gonna be back, but for now I'm just going through no contact and just going through rehab.
Okay.
When do y'all have to be back? Y'all would have like a week off?
Yeah, we come back we gotta be back Sunday.
Be back Sunday, then y'all back at it again on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the spring game is April 16th, and so y'all only got like maybe 3 weeks left. At that, yeah,
it's going quick.
So you've been here for a year. Any surprises by upperclassmen or underclassmen that you say, man, they stepping their game up and doing things they didn't do the previous year?
Let me see. Jacoby and Brashard, they're gonna do their thing this year.
Yeah,
sure. Them boys always shining, but yeah, I mean Deshaun Troutman, he definitely he's stepping it up.
And he just always seemed like he's one of them players that just seemed like he just want to hit somebody. So every time he's on the field, I see 19. I'm like, man, 19 finna knock somebody out.
Yeah, he gonna bang something no matter what he do.
Yeah, man. How you feel about the freshman Wesley Basaint?
Oh, that man, he coming along quick.
Yeah,
very quick. Yeah, he definitely gonna be a large contributor to us this year.
Yeah, as soon as he got there the first day, man, we heard some great things about him, and I was like, man, it's kind of expected because of his background, but we heard some real good things about Wesley the first day of practice.
Well, talk to us about Charlie Strong, man. Charlie, you've had to have some encounters with Charlie Strong. That's your coach, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about Charlie. What kind of guy is he, man?
He's another guy. They all mix pretty well, but they all mean business. You know, they got a little bit of that old school to them, so they ain't gonna let you slack in no categories. But yeah, they all going hard though.
Hey, you know what? That's the good thing, because I kept saying like, okay, it was room on Twitter time like, oh man, y'all got old coaches. I'm like, well, look, we got old coaches mixed in with younger coaches. That works perfectly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you're saying the old coaches ain't slacking up. Then you got the young coaches who hungry and they ain't slacking up.
Not at all. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's mixing well.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's working perfectly.
And not just young,
Good.
like not just old coaches that actually won something. Like that's the difference.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, like I keep telling people, man, the staff is good, man. They all working together. Everybody on the same pace, learning the same terminology. They have a goal. They have a goal to get you to try to get them returned into to the success that they used to have in previous years. You know what I'm saying? And that's the goal right there.
Chase, man, your dad played for UM, right, man? Is your dad jealous that you playing at this UM where y'all getting all this money and y'all getting all these facilities and stuff, man? Do your dad is he jealous, man? Because they was like working out in the prison yard and shit, man.
Yeah, he definitely. He not jealous, but he like, just imagine. He just thinking of everybody back in the day had a chance to capitalize off themselves, but. Yeah, it's a big difference. But now he definitely excited about this year. He waiting to see it. He all about results, so he a result guy.
Yeah. How much you weighing now, though?
Right now I'm 213.
Where they want you be at?
I'm get to like 225, 230.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast mode, huh? We got the great DJ Dallas down there, man. I don't know if you want to come up here and talk.
The homie DJ Dallas, Mr. Touchdown himself, huh?
Chase, we got plans for the night, man. What you doing? Ain't much to do in Melbourne, is it, man? What y'all doing in Melbourne, Chase? Talk to me, dog. What you doing in Melbourne, huh? Tip cows. What's going on in Melbourne, dog?
I was actually finna go fish, but I think I'm finna go chill with some friends, hang out. But yeah, you're right. Ain't too much to do over here. That's why I'm about to head back to Miami real quick.
Well, all right, listen, man. Y'all ain't got any more questions for him, man? We're gonna let Big Dog get out of here, man. Y'all got some questions for him? Y'all good?
Oh, hey, I got one question for you, Chase.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, you okay? Obviously, your dad used to play for you. Your dad was a tight end. Do you guys? Well, I don't know, but do you guys have competitions about your guys' athleticism? Like, do you say, yeah, Dad, I was more athletic than you coming out of high school, or he bragged that he was more athletic than you coming out of high school, stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I'm always talk my talk to him for sure.
I mean, your daddy was real athletic, man. But yeah, no, I think you way more athletic, because your high school film, man, the way you was playing safety and linebacker and just coming up and then making plays, I was like, oh, this kid might be something special. He's kind of slept on, but that's good that he coming to UM. We need them type of players.
Yeah,
right. Hey, Medi, man, Chase got one of them huddles, man. Chase got one of them nice huddles, man. Chase, you ever downloaded your huddle, dog? Get your huddle, man. We're gonna make that thing an NFT, boy. Chase got one of them good huddles,
sir.
dog. You know what I'm saying?
Lock in.
Yeah.
I see somebody was trying to ask a question, but then they I guess they got off. Dante, what's up? You got a question, Dante? Huh?
Yeah, go ahead and get him.
Dante tripping.
Dante a clown, man. Let's start vetting these people, man. Let me see. Dante got 3 followers. We ain't let nobody in here with. Yeah. We ain't let nobody in here. Dante got 3 followers.
Oh, you know what? That was that same clown who got in that and the first time. He be switching his name up. I guess I don't know.
I got a question.
It's all good. Master, what's
Hey,
up?
what's going on? How y'all doing, man? Appreciate you guys, man. I love the huddles and all that stuff you guys be holding on to, man. I watched the Luke one yesterday, man. It was very entertaining, man.
That was a good
Yeah,
one,
that was
wasn't
a
it,
good
bro?
one, man. I think the way you be asking the questions overall, it kind of it
Mm-hmm.
kind of put the it kind of put the people the host the speaker that you have on, it
Yeah.
put them in a position where they have no choice but to give the raw truth. So I really
Right.
appreciate it. I really look forward to watching your videos, man. I really do. So
Oh
it's up,
man,
man.
thanks, man. I appreciate that,
Man,
man.
that's
But
what Footballville, Caneville about, man. We try to give y'all the raw, cut, untruth for the streets. We don't want to fake the funk, man. We bring people on, man. We let them express it from their perspectives.
yeah, I mean, and plus I'm a genius, man. I'm like Deion Sanders of this question asking shit, bro.
No. Facts. A big up.
No, I'm just joking.
No, man. But I do got a question for Chase too. Chase, man. Man, I kind of was excited that you came to you. I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of excited, and I really was looking forward to you playing last year. And when it comes to playing linebackers and stuff like that, do you see yourself playing in the middle, or do you see yourself playing on the outside? Because you seem like between you and Troutman, I feel like both y'all boys got what it takes to hold down the middle because of that athleticism, that speed, and y'all got a little like a vicious tenacity look about y'all. Like fuck what y'all talking about. I'm gonna go bust this nigga head open. So, what's your thoughts?
Nah, yeah, I definitely right now I feel like I'm most comfortable outside, but I want to play everywhere. I don't really care where it is, but but yeah, that's how I'm feeling personally. That anything that's in front of me, I'm gonna just try to bust open. So that's what I'm really comfortable everywhere though.
So, what you projecting? What you projecting on the season? How many tackles? You think we can get 80 out of you?
Whew.
Nah, don't
I
give no
love
who.
that.
Give us like damn fucking right. Can we get 80? Can we
Yeah,
get 80?
you already know, man.
Hey, but listen. Before you answer that, I think the last linebacker to have over 80 tackles for us was Shaquille Quarterman. And that was what, maybe 3-4 years ago.
Shoot, we coming for it, all of us.
We haven't had a linebacker. Well, last year, Flat led the team with 60 tackles. That's not your idea linebacker leading team, you know what I'm saying? But I know Shaquille Quarterman was he was always around like 85, 90, stuff like that per year. We haven't had that in a long time. So if Chase could get up to 80, I would say that's a pretty good season for the defense. If a linebacker is leading the team with like 80 tackles, that's pretty good.
See, yeah, that's Miami standards. See, I mean, I gotta exceed it. So that's what that means.
Chase, you got more eggs left out?
I gotta fill my trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase got mad at me because I took my edge can back from him. I only had like 2 left. Chase thought I was being petty.
Yeah, you love them things.
Nah, man, I drink them too much, man. You ever give them to your family?
Yeah, they all try to. You get the same reaction every time.
You do.
Yeah.
I mean, one day, bro, it's gonna be across the country, and then people gonna look at us like we geniuses or something, man, because we were first ones on it. Anything surprised you about college football when you got there, bro? Like the speed, or maybe how big they were?
Not really, honestly. It was really just probably more off the field stuff that surprised me. I mean, everything do move fast. You always get the moment where you're just like, oh, this ain't high school no more. But it was really just time management and stuff that you really had to crack down on to be able to like succeed.
Explain before you get out of here. Explain that when you say time management, you went from being structured to unstructured to structured.
Yeah, just like more. You get more free time, so you really gotta control yourself more. You gotta know when to go to class, when to eat in between them, making sure you're getting in the right meals. It's a lot, but I mean, it become your life and your routine, so you get used to it.
Okay, hey, D, go ahead and ask your question. I don't know if you got one before we let Chase get out of here. So go ahead and ask your question.
Nah, y'all can let Chase get out of here. My question for y'all too.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for coming on, Chase.
All right,
I appreciate it.
That man sent Chase out of here himself. Mute his mic. Hey, listen. All right, now Chase, man, listen, man, we appreciate you, bro, and don't forget, dog, you what you're doing is a great opportunity, man, and people would die to be in your spot. All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. We're gonna holler at you, bro.
All right, Chase B.
You too.
Go ahead,
Nah,
B, man. Get the question off.
nah, my question was for y'all. How y'all feel about Teddy Bridgewater going to the Dolphins and they sign Red Wine back?
I love it. I love it, man. Keep bringing all them hometown kids back to Miami. I mean, I still got a bad taste in Miami after what they just did to the head coach, but I guess this is a way of getting it back into order by bringing in more local kids who used to play down here, that can represent for the city.
Well, I'm predicting Teddy Bridgewater a better quarterback than Tua. He taking the spot.
Yeah, I think he's a better quarterback than Tua anyway.
I think they saw the response that Duke got. And they're trying to get back. They got to get back in good graces, man. What they did was that was some clowns at what they did, man. I think they had a decent coach, and to let the man go like that and for it all to go down like that. Yeah, I think they're trying to do some human human relations, community relations patching up right now.
That ain't enough.
I've always believed in Teddy Bridgewater, bro. I mean, it seems like he just keep getting put in these situations. He go to Carolina, Christian McCaffrey gets hurt. He goes to Denver, Jerry Jeudy it just seems like he gets put in these situations, dog, where it doesn't favor him. When he had weapons in New Orleans, dog, he kind of lit it up.
And I think that's what it is. I think he don't get put in a situation that he has something where they could build around him. It's always, this is what you got to work with, Teddy. Just do your best. If not, just do what you can anyway. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I graduated from Northwestern, so I'm happy he down there.
Speaking of Northwestern, man, shouts out. We got the little homie Clifton Brown III in here, man. He's a Northwestern. He's a current Northwestern player, 2020-24 kid. He transferred over from Edison. Now he's at the West, man. I've seen him his 9th grade year. He put in a whole lot of work. He put in a whole lot of work his 10th grade year. Now he's going to be going to the 11th grade. He's kind of getting overlooked by a lot of the camps and a lot of the the recruiting sites, and it's cool. But the one thing he does is he continues to work, man. I don't hear him complain. He get out there on the field with off-season coaches and work out. They have him playing safety, cornerback. So basically like a slot guy. But his work ethic and the way he plays, he's going to be a good player, man. So you guys keep an eye out for that name, Clifton Brown III. He's at Miami Northwestern now. Street, speaking of the West, man, they just got like another receiver again today.
Yeah, from Booker T. Man, high school football,
they got
like
Booker T, Adam Moore. They got Booker T,
That offense finna be looking like I said today. I said, man, that thing might look like that 07 West, man, with all them weapons they got over there.
They picked up the guy, man.
Adam Moore. They picked up Adam Moore.
Huh?
Yeah, they picked up Adam Moore. They got Seymour over there, and they still got Andy Jean. They got weapons.
Big time. Anybody else? Any more questions out there? Ain't no more questions out there?
Nah.
Oh. But nah, man. I mean, the main thing I see at practice is all those coaches, bro. Like the kids don't really they don't got no space to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Is a coach everywhere overseeing everything.
Yeah, ain't no, you can't fuck up, man, because it's one coach. It's always a coach watching you, which is what you need. You know what I'm saying? You take your little break off if you want to. There's gonna be a coach say, "Hey, man, get your ass up. Come on, get back in the drill."
Right. DJ Dallas tweeted the other day, man. He said he popped up on Mario and walked in the office, and he had some very important people in there. He said, man, this man's serious.
That wasn't Dallas. That was
Crawford. That was Dallas Crawford.
Oh, that was Dallas Crawford.
Dallas Crawford.
Crawford.
Hey, shout out to DJ
Yeah,
Dallas,
that's
though. He
cross
just
the
hit me with a
street.
follow, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, DJ Dallas, he followed. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just down there. I tried to get him up here. Curry got a question?
Yeah, I just added him to speak, so he should be speaking. Curry, what's good?
What's good with y'all, boy?
Chilling.
Oh man, we got Coach Jude. Coach Jude, jump in, man. You got to jump in this thing, Coach Jude, man. Congratulations, Coach Jude. Just became Miami Central football head coach. He was the defensive coordinator for I think the past 4 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe more. He's now the head football coach for Miami Central, a powerhouse down here in South Florida. Huh?
He in here where yet?
Yeah, he right underneath you.
He ain't underneath me. Aussie Kane underneath me, the Australian guy.
Man, Coach Jude, jump in. I just invited Coach Jude to speak, man. Hopefully he can jump in and speak. But go ahead, Curry, man. Get your answer off.
Yo, man, I had a question for y'all, boys, man. I see where a lot of these colleges trying to do this player-like jersey where you can buy the name and the number and the image. Who you think on the team using their platform and stuff gonna sell the most jerseys? What number you gonna see at Hard Rock the most?
You say what number will we see at Hard Rock the most?
Sure.
Number 9. Number 9 would definitely be seen this year. That's Tyler Van Dyke.
0
and 0, James Williams.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, that's all I want to see, man. We want to get on here and chop it up real quick.
Yeah, and you know, I think the Mitchell and Ness, I think Jay-Z and them had partnered with Mitchell and Ness. So they finna start bringing out them throwback jerseys again. So you probably gonna start seeing like older school jerseys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was seeing where they was doing stuff with the HBCUs. They got some nice little fitteds out there now.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. That'd definitely be dope, man. That would definitely be dope.
Listen, you see that they said a kid got an $8 million NIL deal, and the lawyer came out and said that it's just the beginning, like it's the infant stage. And he put a picture of Kamani and the quarterback out of LA, right? And was saying that basically, I mean, we've been saying it, man. For the people who follow us, we've been saying it, like big business is going to come. The big corporations are going to come. For numerous reasons, and then those NIL deals are going to get bigger and bigger. The fact that it's a system that some kids get it, some kids don't. That's the problem. That's one of the small issues I have with it. Because it creates individuality. You know what I'm saying? It creates separation. And people are under the understanding, oh, they paying them in college football. Now they're not paying them. They just gave them a right to use. They gave them a right to use, you know what I'm saying, their likeness. Basically, they gave them themselves back. I don't know. It sounds silly. I don't know, dude. But they basically said, you can go out there and find money. But, bro, listen, I think it's the beginning of us seeing big time money in college football. It's not going to stop. It's going to keep going up. And whatever these kids are really worth, we're going to find out soon. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Shots out. I guess what's the quarterback name? Nico. How you pronounce it? Nico. Whatever.
Nico Lamaleva.
Yeah, he just put UM in the top 5. I mean, I could go off right now and say I don't think we have a chance, but
hey, when you say stuff like that, it just be a hunch. What it be?
Isn't that the kid that's got the $8 million deal? And they were saying that was from Tennessee.
No, I'm just saying. I just say. I'm just asking you, like, what is like when you say stuff
like
that?
Yeah, like I'm just looking at all the factors in it. Like if a school gave a kid $8 million deal to, hey, I know you. It wasn't UM, so.
Lama, well. But yeah, man, it's big time business, bro. We've been saying it, dog. We've been saying it for the last 2 years, dog. Free agency was coming. We were saying you said now the NIL stuff. I didn't know that was coming, but we knew free agency was coming. We knew what Deion Sanders said the other day about coaches aren't looking at high school kids as much anymore. They're looking at college kids. I mean, I said that 2 years ago, didn't I? At least a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I mean we've been saying it since the we were saying that since before King got here. So we've been saying it like, yeah, college is gonna start recruiting college kids. And as you see, it's like still a bunch of high school seniors who haven't gotten signed just yet. So,
right.
It is what it is, but I think, you know what I'm saying, that benefits a lot of HBCUs, smaller colleges. You could go there, man, and it's like, man, go there and perform for 1 year, man, and then you jump in the portal and get looked at. Like, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's a much harder road you want to take, obviously, but you just got to look at it like this, man. You betting on yourself. So if you feel like you that D1 Power 5 kid, all right, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get left out. If you know you're sitting on the edge, yeah, let me go to this smaller school and perform well, and then let a bigger school pick me up the next year. It just is what it is. So,
this week, if y'all want to ask a question, man, just request and ask a question. This week, John Drummond, coach at Miami International School, got to speak with the running back coach Kevin Smith, and he was saying that we didn't have any elite backfield, and that basically, like, listen, the running back position is open, and that started a whole thing because of what Rooster did last year. You know what I'm saying? And some people were like, what does he mean it's open? You know what I'm saying? He brought his running back over here, and now he's saying it's open. And they was also saying that when Citizen come in, Citizen has a
yeah. So basically,
go ahead.
So basically, the running back spot is no clear cut starter. Rooster and Chaney have to be healthy. To get in the conversation. As of now, the 3 days of practice we've seen, Perry and Thad looks good. They look like they could handle the situation for us. I mean, again, they know nobody's getting hit, so we don't know who can take them hits, so we don't know who could do the blocking and stuff like that. What we do know is we know Rooster is a big player. You know what I'm saying? You get him the ball in space, and Rooster's going to make some plays. We do know Thad is going to always fall forward when you give him the ball. We know Parrish from Ole Miss is going to get yards out the backfield and in the backfield. The same with Chaney, but Chaney has to stay healthy. Rooster has to stay healthy. So, I mean, like I said yesterday, I say, man, it's a good situation to have.
Right.
Because we all know how talented all the running backs are. It's a good situation. Like, okay, well, one goes out, the next one comes in. It's not no fall off.
What Coach Jude? Coach Jude still down there?
Nah, Coach Jude, I think he out of there.
Oh. And we got a question right here, I think, man. Coach, you got a question? Cut swole.
I don't know, but I see Gio in it. I see Gio
what's
in
up?
Space. What's up, Gio?
What's up, guys? What's up, X? What's up, Street? This Cut Swole.
What's going on?
Hey, real quick, man. I wanted to ask you guys, out of everything that's happening, which other than Mario, I'm sorry, other than Cristobal, which coach are you guys most excited about? For me, it's Mirrorball, because I feel like you're gonna have that O-line snapping, and we'll be able to put up the points. Like, all our running backs, our offense gonna get popping the way it should, the way we can to be dominant. I wanted to ask you guys what y'all thought about that. Which
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 coach? Which coach? I'm
which
most
coach y'all gonna be
excited.
most excited about? Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Steele. I'm really excited about Kevin Steele using mainly the three safeties that we all expect to do good for us. James Williams, Avante Williams, and Cam Kitchens. I'm very excited to see how he used them all together on the field. Because it could really cause some problems for the offense, with the way James could blitz or James could go cover or just get in the middle of the field and scare a receiver that's running in the middle of the field, because he's so big. And then, with Cam being the intelligence that he has, able to make plays in the back end, and Levante just so athletic. I'm excited for Kevin Stills to be out there with them.
I want to see if Charlie Strong could gain some ground with our linebackers and change. Because you can't tell me that every linebacker we brought in is mediocre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to see if Charlie Strong could get some out of them guys.
Yeah, based on what old boy somebody Pops was saying. I mean, I saw it on y'all show. He had them guys out there freestyling. So obviously, you know what I mean? Overall, I'm excited. I mean, I hope we bust everybody's head, but I mean, I'm a fat boy. I played line in high school, so I want that offense, that O line to be.
You're an offensive line guy.
Yeah, man. I want the O line to be dominant, man. Know what I mean? Because
if the O line is dominant, pretty much the whole football team going to be pretty good. If you have a good offensive line, it's always most likely for your whole football team to be good. Because they set the tone every play when they say hype, so you kind of follows that. You never had the problem of having athletes. It's always been either you got a good O line or you got a good D line, or you don't, what I'm saying, stuff like that. So yeah.
Hey, is Mirabal the same coach that was there when Justin Herbert was at Oregon?
Yes.
Because if I recall, I think I remember ESPN doing a special on how raw them boys was, and them motherfuckers look like tight ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, he was there. Mirabal basically follows Coach Mario everywhere he went. So yeah, he's there.
That's what's up, man. Hey, you guys doing a great job. Keep it up. That was my question.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
Peace.
Anybody else got more questions? I see Gio in the chat, man. Gio, jump on, man. Come speak with us. Like, you be in the practice, man. Come give us some of your analysis of what you've seen at practice so far.
Gio be at practice?
Yeah, Gio be at practice. Oh, we got Coach Hayes in the building too.
D Hay down there unless he requests to talk.
Coach Hayes be in the building.
He gonna try to come in here and ask me where his mama at. I ain't got time to be talking about his mama today.
I was
What's up,
actually
fellas? How
gonna
you
put
doing?
my 2 cents. I think the coach was excited about is a die. What's up, Gio?
Oh yeah. My bad. Go ahead.
Who you excited about, dog?
A die.
Talk to us.
I know what T-Rob said, and obviously we're gonna watch from afar as he develops the Alabama defensive backs. But I got this weird feeling, man. Die gonna turn the lights on for some of these guys. I think one of the guys that people ain't talking about yet, but it's gonna definitely be make an impact is Malik Curtis. From what I've been hearing, you know what I'm saying, he doing his thing out there. So
man, Malik Curtis got some. Look, I was telling the street, and I'm like, man, his feet. I see why they put him at cornerback, because the man's feet, his footwork is good. Like, he really can move his feet at cornerback.
Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear. What's up, Gio?
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
What's up?
I was about to mention that because you're asking about that things I've seen. Malik Curtis was one of the biggest things. He was working a lot with the first team on Friday while they were in shells.
Yeah.
And like his feet, very impressive. But aside from that, he moves the best out of all the corners that are out there.
Yeah. No, he definitely moves the best. and that's funny because you're like, dang, we might need to get faster at cornerback, but he's just fast. So, but he moves
Yeah.
the best. And
You see,
okay, another one, Al Blaze. When Al Blaze was in the slot, Al Blaze looked real good at slot corner instead of outside. So maybe that might be him right there at that slot corner that we need.
Yeah, him and Gil been working a lot at star, basically that nickel strong side position. But
Yeah.
but they've been putting Al outside as well. And then Gil, they've had him playing some traditional linebacker here and there too. So they're basically battling. I mean, regardless, they're gonna be on the field so much, they're gonna be sharing snaps and all that. But
Yeah.
no, Al looked good though in the slot. And the thing is, he was, because I had to ask them at practice. I asked him, how do you feel comfortable at that position? And I honestly almost forgot about it, but he played some nickel his freshman year.
Yeah, he played, but he actually in high school he played a lot of slot nickel too. So that's why it may be more comfortable for him at that position.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. He's got a lot of upside as a safety, actually coming out of high school. I mentioned that quite a bit. And then a lot of people are like, what, safety? I'm like, yeah, no, like he could actually be a really pretty good safety.
Yeah, I mean that's what he did a lot of safety, especially on 7-on-7 and stuff like that. So yeah, that's I mean at this point you just have to put your best players on the field at certain times. Obviously we're thin at cornerback too because Stevenson is out, and then Kamari Rogers isn't active, he's out, and then the other two guys won't be here till summertime. So right now we kind of thin at cornerback, which is why they're just which is why Isaiah Dunson is back at corner, but I think he stays there too.
Yeah, he's probably gonna stay there. I noticed they moved Jalen Harrell back to safety, which is a good move. That's his more natural position.
Definitely a good move.
And then with Dunson, Coach Adai, he singled him out twice. I noticed it Wednesday and I noticed it Friday that he's been praising him a lot. He likes a lot of what Isaiah Dunson does.
Yeah, no, I tweeted it that he broke on an interception, but he almost intercepted. He broke on it and he dropped it, but it was a nice break. And now he just got to work on catching that ball. We got to work on that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm excited for Kevin Steele, the way Kevin Steele is going to be able to use that defense. Because you have playmakers, you just have to put them in position to make plays, and then get them in the right position to make tackles and stop the defense. I mean, stop the offenses and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes once the pass get on.
Hold on. Before you ask that question, me personally, I think Kevin Steele, he's probably my favorite coach to interview.
Oh yeah, because he's another one that's live at all times. I don't think I've seen him so far calm. I haven't seen him calm yet. Him and Coach Gaddis. Coach Gaddis is another one who's never calm. He's always, yelling at somebody or is in somebody's ear. And then he has to play like double coach because he's coaching the wide receivers, but at the same time he got to make sure the quarterback doing the right thing too. So he's never not going to be talking.
All right, so first thing, how big is Dunson?
He's about
how big is
6'1".
Dunson? Dunson should be like 6. I guess I would say 6'2", probably like 180.
Okay, so he's probably a boundary guy more than anything.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen anybody working with like special teams? And if you have, is there a particular coach who's doing that, or not?
Well, it's two off-field special team coaches, and then Coach Adai will basically get the gig as the special team coach on field. But it's going to be other coaches helping. Because Mario not finished hiring coaches at that for that position anyway. I mean for that group.
Okay.
In regards to the special teams doing work, it's mainly been the kickers and punters inside of the IPF.
Yeah. That's it. Like I mean, for special teams, that's all we really get to see. We don't really get to see them do special teams unless. We really don't get to see them do special teams unless it's like a scrimmage or something like that. So we only see the punters and kickers inside the IPF, and that's it at the most.
So ain't really nobody back there like no punt return, kick return like that yet.
I mean, not
Not yet. Yeah.
not yet. It's still early. It's just three days of practice so
Every
far.
now and then we get lucky
Probably,
and we catch that drill. We do have more access than we had in the past.
yeah. We definitely got more access, man. That's good. But yeah,
How many?
yeah. Street is right. We do get lucky at sometimes, and we'll see the punt returner back
Mhm.
there. Like last year, man, I think they was doing it. It was everybody was going back there
Yeah,
to
it was a
catch punt
bunch of them,
returns. And,
right?
yeah.
So we got 171 in here, man. If y'all was in here earlier when Germ asked us about investor die, is at the top if you want to be a part of the community. IOD Squad investor die, where we talk about stocks and NFTs and things of that nature. It's a whole community, about 150 people in there. We're gonna try to grow that thing to 500. I had a question, dog, off topic a little bit. Razor Ramon, he died recently, right?
That's who?
The wrestler, Razor Ramon.
Oh, Razor Ramon, yeah, the wrestler.
What?
Yeah.
What? I didn't realize he was so like people liked him so. What is his story? Like, does anybody know? Like, is he from here?
I don't know if he's from Miami, but I know he used to be down here a lot.
No, I
You know,
saw
the
pictures
famous
like
picture
him
he
chilling
got.
in
He took
Opalaka
that
with
from
some kids.
Opalaka. Yeah, he took that in Opalaka. I'm mad he didn't take it at my house in Opalaka, but it's cool. But yeah, he was down here a lot. I mean, you know, Miami has always been the melting pot for celebrities, so it wouldn't surprise me that he stayed down here.
Got you.
I know a lot of people liked him during the the NWO era.
Yeah, I remember that.
With Hollywood Hogan and Kevin was Kevin Nash. I forgot his name.
That's his name, right? No, I just was wondering. I didn't know if he was from here because I didn't realize so many people like what I'm saying was big Razor Ramon fans like that.
Yeah,
I saw he
hey,
got.
Street, you got.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Now I'll
I
say
got
you
a
got
few
a
questions.
question.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Chat.
I can answer that.
I got a few questions.
He's not from here. He's really from like I think Canada or something like that. They just based that character off of Tony Montana, but he's not from here.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, they based his character off of Tony
Oh,
Montana.
It's off of Tony Montana.
So he
yeah.
he not even Cuban. He not even Spanish or nothing. I think he's Italian or something like that. But he ain't from here.
Got you.
I don't know. I don't think he's Italian. I think he's. Yeah, I looked at it the other day. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't think he's Italian.
Well,
but yeah, I know they was. I remember they saying like, oh, he basically acting like he was Tony Montana, but he's wrestling.
Yeah, he's not from here. I think he's from Canada or something like that.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
What's going on,
Sidbo,
gentlemen?
what's good? You got a question?
Yeah, I got like two questions. The first question I'll ask is the receiver room. Who do you guys feel like is gonna be that guy? Like last year, we knew when 11 was on the field, he getting the ball half the time. We knew he was that guy. Who do you guys think out of that group that we have is gonna emerge to be that guy?
My guy, Jacoby George. He's going to be that guy. Jacoby George, Xavier Street, Rashad Smith. Those are the three guys that's standing out the most. Kevin Smith is out there. He's looking good too, but the standout guys are those three guys: Jacoby George, Restrepo, and Rashad Smith. And it's going to be interesting to see how they could keep Rashad Smith and Restrepo off the field at the same time. That's going to be interesting.
Right now, basically, what the competition is, it's mainly Restrepo and Jacoby George starting, and then on the other side, you got who was it? Keyshawn Smith and Frank Ladson are battling on the other side. Regardless if it's Restrepo or Brashard Smith starting, both of them are going to play a lot because Josh Gaddis likes to get his guys in space in his offense.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like with him, with Restrepo and Brashard, man. He coach, and people think that Coach Gaddis is just going to sit there and just run the ball. He's a pass first guy. Keep trying to explain that to people, but people think, Mario going to just run. Well, look, I'm not opposed to running the ball. If you running the ball and you getting good yards, I'm loving it. But he has a good quarterback. He has good receivers, good weapons, good tight ends. He's going to throw that ball. Now the interesting thing for me is going to be tight end because he did come out and say, if you can't block, you might not be out there as much as you want to be.
And Mallory can't block. Facts.
So but yeah, it's going to be hard to keep Mallory off the field because he can run the route and catch the ball. So man, look, it's going to be fun watching the fact that them guys can make plays and stuff like that. So
X, would you agree with me that that you think the tight end room is the best room on offense right now?
Really?
Well, oh man, tight end room.
I really think it is. I've come away extremely impressed with them.
Well, yeah.
Explain to us why. Why? Break it down for us, G. Why you think that?
Well, reason being is Mallory. So I mean, it's so early right now because it's only the first 3 practices, and then now you got spring break right now. But they return the 22nd. But the thing is, Mallory, as far as because I've gone to practices before in the past, but this is the most consistent I've seen him at practice so far during his time in Miami. Elijah Arroyo, he's in amazing shape. I'm sure you guys saw it as well when we interviewed him. He looks completely different from last year. And then you got a guy like Jaleel Skinner already coming on so early. And the thing is, not to even put credit away to Jaleel Skinner because he's been making a lot of plays. Like, he's been very involved. He still has to clean up a few things, but he could definitely play this year as a freshman if he keeps on with what he's doing. But the other guy is you have Khalil Brantley. Even
Khalil Brantley looked good.
He's looked good out there too. So it's like, I mean, the only guy I haven't really seen catch any passes yet in the 7-on-7 or 11-on-11 work when they let us view it. I mean, and I got to agree with you guys. They give us a lot more access compared to the past. Because I've been to press before in the past for some events, and they've never let us see that much compared to now. Like, we get a very good view of everything.
Nah, we get almost literally might have like 30 to 40 minutes of watching the practice as opposed to only 15.
Yeah.
So,
and then the thing is with that group, the last guy was Dominic Mamarelli.
Yeah,
Thing with
Mamarelli.
him, I haven't seen him catch a pass out there, but him coming out of high school, he played in correct me if I'm wrong, it was like a wing T offense.
Yeah, wing T offense.
Yeah, so he had a lot of experience blocking and whatnot. He may have a role in Josh Gaddis's offense because he likes those tight ends that are able to block.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can agree that the tight end room is definitely one of the best. I guess I would just say from the simple fact of production wise, you would just have to say mostly running back. Because what we know, and the 3 running backs we know can get out there and do it, with Henry Parrish, Knighton, and Chaney. With the receiver group, the only 2 we know who really like got stats wise is just Keyshawn Smith and Restrepo. Jacoby George coming on at the end of the season, and then Romelo. He played a lot, but he just wasn't throwing the ball a lot. So besides that, the tight end and running back room is definitely loaded.
I think Thad Franklin, out of the 2 top backs right now between Parrish and him, I think Franklin has looked the most consistent of the 2.
Well, running the ball.
Good.
Running the ball. Running the ball. Really that good. Looks great.
We saw him catch a couple passes too. I saw him catch a couple passes across the middle and take one to the house.
Yeah, and I see him catch one, and I was like, man, y'all stop throwing the ball like that, man. Listen, that man. But nah, yeah, he looks good. He looking good out there.
Gio, tell the people what you do, bro.
Yeah, so essentially, if anyone knows me from the past, obviously I've always been involved in Canes Twitter. I did a lot of stuff with Canes Insight before. Now I'm with the Orange Bowl Boys. Have a whole recruiting podcast with the Orange Bowl Boys. I cover Miami's football team now and everything, like, officially. So yeah, and I just go to a lot of high school games and whatnot. So just very involved between the Canes, high school football and whatnot. For anyone that's not familiar with me, I'm sure there's quite a few people familiar with me, but for the people that are not.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, I remember Gio from the horrible, the horrible Al Golden days, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, we long gone from them days though, man. So, but nah,
those were rough times.
Hey, Sidbo, did you have another question?
Yeah, one more last question. I'm gonna get out y'all way.
And then we got to get to that Slick.
Coach D, you talked about the linebackers. So my question is, why wasn't guys like Avery Huff and some of those guys used more with the last staff compared to why
We
was
didn't have a
guys
we
used
didn't have
more?
a linebacker coach. That's the
Well,
only question answer you can say. We didn't have a linebacker coach.
there's two answers to that between what the linebacker coaching was before, and also that Avery Huff was having a bit of a hard time picking up the playbook before. He was
So that
actually
was true.
he was hitting the wrong gaps even
Yeah,
in
yeah. Now I would
walkthroughs.
say that he does hit the wrong gaps. But that I would point towards the linebacker coaches. They just wasn't teaching them
Yes.
guys. They just wasn't teaching them at all to
But
do what's right.
I will say that I saw progress because he came in with the first team in 11-on-11 work on Friday, and he hit the right gap when he was in there. He made the tackle.
Yeah, no, he's got the ability, he got the talent. You gotta. It's almost like you gotta have him out there. You gotta tell him, okay, well, that's the gap you gotta go to. Or, okay, this play because he's very talented and he's fast. You know, he can run. So like I say, this year I'm a really grade the linebackers because they got a coach who can coach them now. We didn't have that the previous year, so this year we'll see how it goes.
We actually saw Huff. We saw Huff on the field pretty. He was on the field a lot.
You mean in practice or you mean on the games?
In the game last year.
Yeah, he got in. Remember, they made there's a lot of fuss about getting him on the field, and he got in, but he didn't do nothing. He didn't do much.
Yeah, he ain't really.
And like I say, it was really the coaches really just wasn't teaching him anything. Like he's just out there just basically playing, and I guess that's when I was saying, well, maybe they should just put him to striker and just let him just kind of freestyle and just go out there. But
right. I was told, I was told that Aristide would put something in, and Manny would come get pissed off and say it was wrong, and there was a lot of confusion, bro. And I mean, you could see it. I mean, you saw it. You saw it in North Carolina with 876,000 yards put on us. I mean, you could see it. The linebackers were always just lost. I mean, not available. The middle of the field open. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what also didn't help with that was the type of defense that Manny Diaz wanted, especially with his guys on the edge. They would never set the edge. They would never contain. It was always just get to the quarterback as fast as you can.
I screamed that all last year. Him and Hayes.
I kept telling you, like, yeah, that's it, man. It's like they say, hype man, let's see who get to the quarterback the fastest, and nobody. Oh well, let's stay in our gap and contain, so the linebackers won't have to do such a hard job by trying to chase somebody down. Or even get blocked by offensive linemen, and that's just what it was.
Sid kind of took my question because I'm a big Avery Huff fan, man. I just was wondering, like, I know the coaching really sucked, but the boy got talent, man. And I was just wondering, like, and I think Gio just said that he's improving. And I know X always saying with the right coach, he can be something serious.
And that's just what it is. Like if Coach Strong get him to be the Avery Huff we knew and thought he could be coming out of high school, then that'll be a good situation for you.
I'll tell you what, I've been surprised with his career so far at Miami, and the reason why I say that, I was at the St. Thomas versus DeMatha game, that whole big national game to open up the season in high school that year. And I watched that whole game. I was there in person on the sidelines. Jason Taylor was there, all those kids. Long story short, Avery Huff was the best player on that field that night. And there was other guys on that field that are producing in college now. So, it's just been something, a little bit of a surprise to this point, not seeing him catch along much faster. But, I attribute it to some of the coaching before.
Yeah, I got a quick question before we let Stacy ask something. Are they hitting next week? Are they padded up next week?
Yeah, they'll be in full gear on Monday. I don't know how much hitting they will do. Most likely they will hit on the Wednesday. We didn't get the schedule yet, so we really, like I said, I'm just guessing at this point that they'll be in full gear.
I'm hearing something that they're going to be changing it to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when they come back from break.
Okay, so yeah, that's how it normally used to be: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Saturday they'll practice in the evening. That's how they was doing it in the past. Like they'll practice Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning, then Saturday come to the evening. Saturday probably will be the first scrimmage. They'll probably do like a semi scrimmage type of practice. Most likely, I don't know, because they did say everything was going to be closed to fans, so I don't know if it'd be an outside scrimmage at a high school stadium or something like that, or just back at the field. So
from what I'm understanding, they might invite us out to the scrimmages, but we're just not going to be able to take any photo or video.
Yeah, well, we get that. That's cool. We get to see something. I want to see them live in the action.
That game will be on ACC Network though, right?
The spring game, yeah.
Well, the spring game gonna be open to fans. That's gonna be open.
The spring game is open. Okay.
Yeah, the spring game will be open to fans.
All right, bet. Stacey, you had a question?
Oh, by the way, speaking on the linebackers, I've noticed the two linebackers that have been playing the most snaps, usually with the first team, it's been Wayne Steed, followed by Keontra Smith.
Okay, yeah, Keontra Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, and them the two I kept saying is probably going to start the season off.
It's those two, and then after them, it's been Corey Flagg, then Avery Huff. I haven't really noticed Tariq Austin Cave. Have you guys noticed him out there yet?
No, I haven't. I've seen him a couple of times, but he's not out there a lot. Like I've seen Troutman, I've seen Wesley Basaint a lot more than I seen.
Troutman got one snap with the first team on Friday as well.
Yeah, but I've been seeing a lot of Basaint more than Tyreek. I don't know what that's about, but
I didn't really put my eyes on Troutman. I'd be too busy trying to make up jokes and narrate those videos. Troutman got any bigger?
No, he didn't get no bigger, but he still want to hit somebody. To be funny, because when I seen him on the field, I was like, man, what the hell 19 doing on the field? And then when I was like, oh, that's Troutman.
Did you guys hear the story about Troutman last season?
Talk to us. What's the story?
All right. So apparently, I don't know if this is confirmed or not. I was told this by a few people that are close by the team from last season, because I had taken a break last season and everything. Then I came back now. But with Troutman, I heard in the middle of a practice, this was like early on in the season, he had hit a non-contact player in practice, and Diaz got furious, and basically Troutman was in the doghouse for a few games.
I believe it.
I believe it though. I definitely believe it, because he don't. I believe Troutman does not have a turn off switch. Like you can't tell him don't hit somebody, because he just don't know how to do that. He's going to hit somebody. So I definitely believe it. We definitely believe it, man. Every time Troutman get on the field, it just looks like he's looking at somebody to hit. And I love it. Just if he can just get a little more bigger. But he's going to hit somebody, man. He has that mentality that he just want to knock somebody out, and I love that about him.
I think next week gonna be a lot telling, very telling if there's definitely contact next week. I think you're gonna start seeing people kind of separate themselves.
Yeah, that's what mainly happens. Once you start getting into the scrimmages, guys start separating. The first few days, it's like Coach Steele said, they initially came into spring with certain ideas for guys, and then as days go along, they start moving them around.
Yeah, once they start getting into all three days last week, it wasn't like, oh, let's set up an offense and try to see if this offense is gonna work. It was like, man, let's just give them some plays to see who could do what. You know what I'm saying? Once they start implementing the offensive scheme and the defensive scheme, that's when you'll start saying, okay, well, this is the first team, second team, third team. We'll switch such and such in for such and such, stuff like that. That's when you'll start saying stuff like that, and then you'll pretty much get an idea of who is going to be in the game at certain times of the game, stuff like that. So, as of now, like I say, they just out there saying who could do what. So if the first 3 days a kid ain't look too good, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you, because now once they start implementing stuff, it's going to be kind of hard to catch up. So.
Hey, Stacy, down there, you had a question?
I don't know. Stacey had his hand up for a little bit, but he ain't been saying nothing.
I got one for y'all from the group, the Caneville group. Someone asked, Baxter or Fletcher, you can only take one. They want to know X's perspective. And Gio, we got you.
If we only were to take one out of Baxter and Fletcher, man, I don't want to answer that.
That's a good question.
But there goes the answer right there.
I do not want to answer that, boy.
I mean, I'll answer it. My thing is, I've seen someone make a good comparison for Fletcher, saying, it's not really about him so much being an athlete, even though he is a really good athlete. It's more so he's such a great football player. Just everything that he does on the field, he can block, he can catch, everything. But if you're speaking about purely as a running back, I don't know, maybe I might get some negative comments for this. I think Baxter is actually the best running back in the state. I actually like him more than Richard Young.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, and the crazy thing is, because me and Streeter, we literally had a whole conversation about this. I think we did it on the show, right? When we started talking about the running backs, and we were like, yeah, man, you take Mark Fletcher, and then we were like, hold on. They got Richard Young and Cedric Baxter liking too. Hold on, that's kind of a hard decision now. Like, who do you take? And I just know with Baxter and Young, you have that they can run, they faster. But I've seen Fletcher run the ball in the third and fourth quarter where the defense do not want to tackle him.
That's the thing with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I just seen that like too many times, and it's like, oh well, if you're gonna have that, then that's good. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
The thing with Mark Fletcher, he's the type of guy that you would never have to take off the field. He's a first, second, and third down running back.
But that's with all three of them. I think with Young, Baxter, and Fletcher. Baxter especially, because Baxter is he could block, he could run, he could catch.
If Baxter wanted to commit to linebacker, he could be a 5-star on that side of the field as well.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
He's basically this year's Harold Perkins.
I interviewed Baxter last week and kind of made a relationship with him, man. He's a good kid too, dog. He's receptive. And some of the stories he told, y'all go check out that interview. So this man said his first game of the season, he had 3 carries for 175 yards. He said one night in the rivalry game against Jones, he had 40 carries, I think 256 yards. If I had to put them in order, dog, I would put them Baxter, Fletcher, then Young. Baxter just seems like that guy. And he basically told me that Miami moved up a lot after that visit, but he really loves Alabama, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
Mark Fletcher. I saw Mark. I know, X, you were saying Mark Fletcher was all UM at one point in time. You still feel like that?
I mean, he's still all UM. He was just basically saying, said he won't take an official visit because he's been to UM so much already. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to take some official visits to other schools, but UM always being like the school, the number one for him at that point.
Yes, so, you could basically consider Mark Fletcher basically a Miami lean, and that's just based on conversations I've had with some local coaches and some 7-on-7 coaches as well.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like he, most likely we're going to end up at UM. But like after you interview Baxter Streeter and he says UM has jumped up in, I'm like, well, hold on. Like, what happens if Boston just say, hey, I want to commit to you now? You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, uh-oh. Do you not want to take Fletcher too? Or do you just say, nah, we'll just take that one?
Right. And Richard
Richard
Young, go ahead, bro.
Richard Young is likely to Ohio State, from what I was told.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Richard Young, I covered in the 8th grade. Richard Young looked the same size he is now in the 8th grade. Just one of those freaks. And he's track fast. He went 1-on-1 versus Brandon Ennis at that camp that Rod Mack threw. And he smoked Brandon Ennis. I mean, nobody ever said speed was Brandon Ennis' thing. That's not his thing. But he smoked him. He's very, very fast, but I think he has a learning curve when it comes to actually playing running back. I think there's some things he's gonna have to learn. I don't think he's as far along as Baxter and Fletcher. What I like about Fletcher is this. Fletcher played in South Florida. Now Baxter's from South Florida. He's from Boynton Beach.
Yeah.
Fletcher played in South Florida for Plantation Wildcats. They was like undefeated the whole time, and it's just the competition that we've seen him go against year in and year out. I don't know if Baxter's had that competition. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that that's his fault, but what I'm saying is that's one thing we know about Fletcher. He's played against that elite competition year in and year out, and showed up.
Yeah, I remember 2 years ago, I think that's when he was in the 10th grade, and they had to play against the West in the playoffs. And he had the West defense tired in the third and fourth quarter. Like, them guys had their hands on their knees and hips, and it's like I say, they didn't want to tackle that man no more. And you can do that to teams like that, man, in South Florida. Yeah, that's the type of running back I want on my team, man, because he give it to you, man. He gonna give it to you straight up and down.
You breaking up, X, or is it me?
That was you.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you breaking up. I don't know how you gonna say it's me. I wasn't talking.
Oh, well, it wasn't. I don't know.
What?
We got Terrell Walden in here, right?
Yeah, Terrell Walden, man. We got Terrell. Shout out to Terrell Walden, man. His dad was.
It's good, Terrell.
I don't care. I'm gonna still say his dad was the fastest hurricane player I ever seen.
Yeah, we heard his dad telling some stories on the space the other day, man. How he used to beat Hester and Parrish, right?
And the dad was super fast, like super fast, coming out of Miami Edison, super fast. Terrell Walden, man, he's a current Kane commit walk-on player. He's going to be in this class coming in the summer. Go ahead and explain, tell the people about yourself, Terrell.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead and speak, Terrell.
Oh, sorry, I was just listening in. I didn't expect to speak.
Oh, okay, now that's cool. It's cool. You can just listen if you want to, or you can introduce yourself. Let them know you're a Kane. You know what I'm saying? They like to interact with the Kane players.
Yeah, so I don't really speak too much, honestly, but I'm glad to be a Kane, honestly.
All right, man. Congratulations, man. Know your family, man. I know I went to school with your mom, man. I played against your dad in high school. Your dad was, to this day, still the fastest hurricane. I say. We glad to have you, man. Glad to see you, man. Can't wait to see you out there on the practice field at the Hard Rock, man. In this upcoming season, man.
That man said he's gonna let his abs do his talking, man. That man walking around with his shirt up, abs all out. Get him out of here from a girlfriend walk around, man.
You work for it, man. It's a lot of training, man. Yeah, a lot, man.
All right, yo, man. Appreciate you, man. We'll be looking forward to seeing you at Green Tree.
Thank you, sir.
You
got another question. That's Knife. Knife, how you pronounce that word? Knife. Stacy, man, you been trying to speak for the longest. You ain't said nothing. What's good?
You gotta unmute yourself, Stacy.
Unmute yourself, Stacy. Knife. Go ahead, speak, Knife. Unmute yourself. Either one of y'all.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Speak. I don't know, Street. I don't think they go Kyle, man. Let's get Kyle. You know, Kyle gonna speak, man.
Kyle said he was gonna be late, man, but Kyle he in here now.
Kyle gonna speak, man. What's up, Kyle? You know, Kyle gonna speak, man. Speak your mind, Kyle.
Hey, what's going on? I just got in here, man. I was been supposed to be here, man. I just came to see what y'all was talking about, man.
What's good, bro?
Chilling.
I think Stacy ready to talk now.
Stacy, you ready to talk? Go ahead and talk, Stacy.
He back down. Let me down and disappeared.
Oh man.
What y'all boys talking about tonight, man?
I mean, we basically did a lot of I answered a lot of questions. Then broke down, I guess, the running back position. We talked about, you know, who the standouts at receiver, stuff like that. What surprises we seen at cornerback.
Man, I missed all the good stuff, man. God dang.
Yeah, I mean, but the show's recorded, so you'll get
okay,
check
cool.
it out later on.
Nah, but you know, I be wanting to be a part of the show. You know, I be trying to throw my little dirt and stuff around.
You already know, man.
Hey, but since y'all was talking about that, let me ask a question. I don't know if it's been answered yet. X, because we talked about this in the group me. Do you think that the running back room is elite, or is it stacked? Let's not say elite because you need production to be elite, but do you think that is stacked?
I think it's stacked. I think it's stacked. If the players are healthy, I think it's stacked. I didn't get that comment that coach said. I didn't really get it. Maybe it was because he felt comfortable about Coach Kevin Smith bringing in Henry Parrish, and he feels more comfortable with Parrish. But I think if Rooster and Chaney is healthy, the running back room is stacked, definitely.
Well, the coach was repeating what Kevin Smith said.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe Kevin Smith feels more comfortable with Henry Parrish. Maybe.
Wait, what coach said
his
that?
Ole Miss. He said his Ole Miss. He said his Ole Miss backfield was stacked. The word was elite. You know what I'm saying? The word was actually elite, and that's what I was saying, Cal. I sent you a few examples of elite backfields, right?
I mean, I hear you.
We done seen elite backfields like what? Gurley, Michelle, the guy who came and who was the one took the carries from both of them? Chubb. Like that's I think that's elite. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, we far from that.
I got you. So my point was,
I mean, I wouldn't say elite, but if you sense that, like I said, if they healthy, I think we have a very stacked
right.
If Chaney and Knighton is healthy, you could say, okay, Chaney is running back 1, Knighton is running back 2, Parrish is running back 2B, and then you have Thad coming out at the 4th. Now you still got Cody Brown, and then you got Javonte Citizen coming in. Like that's a stacked running back room.
Right, and I think that's what happened. The conversation kind of devolved into stack. Because to be elite, you need production. You know what I'm saying?
You need production.
Right, you need production to be called elite. So, but it kind of did devolve into is it stacked? And I'm like, yeah, like when you stack a room with talent, it's still stacked. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Streeter, you right. It's not elite, but I think
you need production. I mean, Chaney freshman year, we all thought that, well, okay, if Chaney couldn't just keep going from after his freshman year, he might be the guy. You know what I'm saying? The same with Knighton. But they both just got to stay healthy.
Right.
That's just it. Like, if they stay healthy, we'll be like, oh, yeah, those guys are really good. So, again, a coach coming from another team and then a player comes with him, obviously he feels more comfortable with that. That's just natural. Right. I coached Henry Parrish at Ole Miss, and I know what he could do. So, that's my guy so far.
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing, and it's not bad because Henry Parrish is a good running back. So, we got another question in here.
I think I just added him as a speaker.
Okay.
I think Twitter on this period again, man.
Always.
It'll be acting crazy, man.
Hey man, don't add that dude no more, man. He got one follower, man. He was finna come in here and order a Big Mac or something, man. Don't
Oh,
add
that
him
was
no more.
him.
That was him.
I
Hey,
don't know why people got that much time on their hands to be just doing nothing. Like, go invest in some cryptocurrency or something. Dang, like for real.
Oh
So
shit.
Dolphins, you signing Duke or not?
Kobe, what's good? You got a question?
What's going on, man? Big fan of you boys, man. Y'all doing y'all things, man. Y'all been on point. Y'all been on point with every damn league. So y'all the first ones I'm coming to about everything. But I just had a question, like, if TBD has them slow ass starts that he usually do, does Mario pull a plug on him?
Ooh, can I answer that, X? Can I answer that?
Go answer. Yeah, go answer.
So I don't think you're gonna see that. So I think those slow starts were a product of Rhett Lashley and his crew. That's what I think. Not to bash them or put them down, even though I don't really like them. But I think that's what the slow starts. You know, it's Streeter. But I think that's what the slow starts was about. The between the mostly the play calling, play design, and all that kind of stuff. So I think you're gonna see something totally different. So I don't think that's gonna happen. But to answer your question, I'm gonna go with a hell no. Ain't no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same. I don't think it'll happen because of the simple fact. Point A, Mario was at Oregon with a quarterback that was bad. He did not take him out. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows like he's gonna stick with his guy.
I think, but from what they said was the number 2 was way off. Like, if they literally was saying if Jake ain't get hurt, Jake was really number 2 as a freshman.
No,
I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that either, X.
Yeah, Jake was a number 2 as a freshman.
They were saying he was slightly ahead of him.
No.
Wait, who was they? Who was they? Let's go there first.
I think it was Manny Navarro said it once.
No, Jake was never ahead of Tate. TBD.
Like before like he started playing and stuff. They were just like, because you know how it was 2A, 2B. That they don't know who.
When fall camp came along, TBD was number 2. It was no Jake number 2 at all. TBD secured that once fall camp came.
But do y'all feel like Jake could be better than TBD?
I don't know. He might can because Jake has more charisma where it looks better because he just looks like it. You know what I'm saying? But TBD just has a better arm altogether.
Yeah.
Let's look at what we're saying. Look at what we're saying better than though, bro. Look at what we're saying. What you got to be better than. Do you see the games TBD was having? That's a large stretch, man.
I mean, and Street will tell you, like, once TBD got to University of Miami, I kept saying that guy has the best arm on our team. Obviously, his name was just not polarizing as Jake Garcia. When Jake Garcia got here, the reason why everybody kept screaming Jake Garcia's name was because Jake Garcia was more friendly with the players.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know that while Jake Garcia is being more friendly with the players, TBD is in the film room watching film, or he's in the weight room working out, or he's out there throwing. Like, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's not doing the sexy stuff that we want to see. Oh, boy, Jake Garcia hanging with Melo Brinson and James and LT and them. TBD is working out. Not saying that Jake don't do it, but we like, well, that's what TBD is doing.
TBD give me that Tom Brady bookworm type guy.
Yeah, no, TBD is our guy. Like, people keep asking the same question every day. Hey, man, you think the quarterback battle gonna let Jake? Oh man, they ride with TBD. Jake still has a lot to learn. And we go from there. I mean, obviously, would you want Jake to start over TBD when TBD just had the year he just had? Like, do you really want that?
TBD showed me something like that moxie. Like it started coming after he started slicing these defenses up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he started slicing these defenses up.
So let me ask y'all.
Like, how y'all think Brashard and Knighton gonna fit when they kind of the same player?
Well, Bashad is still a slot receiver. So you could really use him a lot more than Knighton. It's good for offensive coordinator because you can draw up stuff to get them in the game at the same time to do different things or the same thing. So
Yeah.
It's an offensive coordinator's dream, man. The one thing I would say back to TVD
they
is
use backfield and doing the wheel routes and stuff like that. But I'm like, that's what Jalen shined at.
I mean, Jalen shined. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bashad scored twice on a out the field wheel route.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, so and Knighton scored it on it too. So I mean, like I say, it's just an offensive coordinator's dream to do stuff like that. But back to that TVD. Once TVD finds out who his number one guy is, it's gonna be crazy because you see once he found that out with Rambo, Rambo has a good year. Once he finds out who his number one guy is, who he can trust every play,
look for him. Who y'all think is gonna be the number one?
Jacoby George.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be Jacoby.
That's a good question.
Jacoby or Restrepo. It's gonna be one of them. Jacoby or Restrepo.
That's a damn good question.
I'll throw a wrench in y'all thought process. I think it's actually gonna be Frank Latson.
I think it's gonna be
If it's Frank
Keyshawn.
Latson, I'm good. Because it was one play, man, and when they was practicing, but they didn't throw him the ball. Frank Latson ran by somebody. I can't recall who it was, but he ran right by him, and it was like, what the hell did I just see? Like he just ran by him, and like the player had nothing.
He's faster than he looks, apparently, from what they said. He's like deceptively fast, like Devontae Smith.
Well, if he's fast like that, man, I would love it. I love it, man. So,
Look, I got a TVD question for all y'all, for everybody up on here right now. Like, cause that question keeps coming up about Jake. Do y'all think that TVD, the season that he just had, is just underappreciated, or undervalued, or overlooked? Because it's odd to me that question keep coming up. Like, y'all did not just see what this boy was out here doing. This boy was putting up video game numbers with a bad staff.
I think a lot of time it gets overshadowed by the overall result of the team. Like for me, I'll keep saying this. I rock with TVD.
And I think it got a lot to do with the hype of Jake.
400-some yards in a loss.
Yeah, I know what Medi finna say. I already know where Medi going. Go ahead, brother.
You already know.
I think the hype coming out of high school is why everybody keep bringing up Jake Garcia's name, because he was just so heavily recruited out of high school by pretty much everybody, and it's like,
and he had that show too on Netflix.
And in the show, you know what I'm saying? So
true.
I mean, again,
and the ESPN story about him too.
Again, it's a good situation to have if Jake Garcia is as good as advertised. You know what I'm saying? Just say if TVD something happened, Jake had to get in the game. It's good to have Jake right there ready.
Because wasn't the Georgia quarterback was a second string and took him to the championship, right?
He was a walk on, right?
Yeah. He was a walk on.
Quarterback got hurt.
Yeah, he was a walk on.
He did his thing afterwards, right?
The story of Stetson Bennett, he was originally a walk-on at Georgia, transferred out, and then he was at some JUCO or something, and then came back, and he was the second stringer behind JT Daniels. JT Daniels went down, Stetson Bennett came in, and they made it all the way to the championship game.
Okay, I got to talk to Jake's family at practice the other day, and I was talking to the dad, and I was like, "Dad, man, you love Miami, man?" He was like, "No, we haven't bought a house yet." And his wife was there. he was like, "No, we haven't bought a house yet." I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Things are too high down here," and it was like he was kind of. And then the wife jumped in, and she was like, "Well, we're looking." Basically, like he wants to live close to Jake and don't want to pay the price. I was like, "Dad, you can't have it both ways, man. If you want to live close to Jake," he was like, "Yeah, what if he need me or something?" I say, "Man, Jake don't need you no more."
Hey, unless you want to, I got a spot he can rent in the bees if you want it.
And then he said, "It's not Jake." He said, "It's me, man. I need him."
Nah, but it's cool. It's cool for him to be, want to stay close to his dad, man. Let's get these other questions out of the way before we jump up out of here. Gates, what's good?
What's up, man? I just had one question. Usually I believe it's the third or fourth year is really that make it or break it year for a lot of kids in the college program. So I just want to get a couple answers from you guys. Who do you think is that make or break year for a few players on the roster, maybe on offense and maybe on defense?
You saying the third year?
Usually, it depends. Some say the third or the fourth year is the make it or break it year for a lot of kids before they end up transferring out or, just don't have any hope for their progress. So, I just wanted to see, what do you guys think is that make it or break it year for a lot of guys one or two guys who've been in the program for a while.
All right. Dang. Gio, you go ahead and answer if you got.
I'll go first. I'll give one on offense, one on defense. One being Don Chaney, considering how stacked the running back room is right now and his history between injuries. And I'm a big Don Chaney guy, but this is a make or break year for him. And then on defense, it's pretty close, but I'd say it's a make or break year for Avery Huff.
Damn.
Okay, I didn't see that Don Chaney answer coming out, but that's a
Me neither.
I mean, I could say I could kind of agree with you with the Chaney, because if he just say he's not ready this year, he might get overlooked because they seem to really like Citizen a whole lot. So
but you don't think this could be a Frank Gore situation, X? What Frank missed 2 years with the ACLs?
Yeah, he did. I mean, you just don't want to. You don't want that situation to happen to anybody. So,
Knighton not going nowhere. Not anytime soon, at least.
Well, I look at it like this: if Knighton have a decent season again, Knighton leaves. Knighton is leaving. If Knighton put up 600 rushing yards, 600 passing yards, he's leaving.
All right, so you got Parrish, who got 2 years of eligibility.
You will have Parrish, you will have Chaney, you will have Thad, Cody. If Cody wants to stick around,
Thad ain't gonna go nowhere if he like the offense.
No. Look at I don't think Thad gonna leave, man, because Thad gonna be the running back that they really like. Because when Thad gets in the game, like I say, Thad gonna move forward. So, you won't be having them little 3rd and 1, and then they call the zone read up the middle, and he don't get first down no more. So we can get the ball to Thad. But make or break year, it's tough. On offense, I would have to say, on offense, it's kind of
somebody on that O line.
O-line, I was gonna say that too. Somebody on that O-line.
Somebody on that O-line.
Skate for some shit.
I mean, but Skate been there pretty much like 4-5. Skate been there 5 years. That's not a make or break year for him anymore. It's like
Jalen Rivers coming back, correct?
Yeah, Jalen Rivers is back. A make or break year on offensive line, you would have to say somebody like Big Baby Seymour or maybe somebody like Isaiah Walker. If they don't do something, they transfer something like that. Defensively, man. I think Tyreek off the cave.
Brooks.
I mean, as of now, we don't even know if Brooks will return. He's on the roster, but we don't know if he's going to return on the field. So it's like, I can't say it's a make or break yet. We don't know. Somebody's on the field right now, Tyreek Austin Cage. It's a make or break year for him because he might not get on the field with all the depth that's in front of him.
Brooks situation is so complicated, man. I talked to some people. It's complicated and it's
still the turf
crucial too, huh?
Is it still the turf toe?
Nah, it done got serious, man. It's serious. I mean,
yeah, it's a toe injury.
And he's facing he's facing some serious decisions, though, like life decisions.
But y'all gotta remember too, bro. Turf toe sound like it's nothing. Turf toe is serious, bro. That shit is serious.
Forever.
Yeah, bro.
that's basically apparently that's what happened to Dion. Apparently, right?
That's what
Yeah,
ended
he
his
left
career.
forever.
Like it's a lingering thing to the point where it
Mhm.
clotted and they had to cut it
Yep.
out.
Right. They
Yep.
cut his toes off, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It could last forever for a long time, man. Like you really got to get surgery on that, like multiple surgeries for it to get back right. And sometimes it might not work even still. So,
Yep.
That's scary as hell.
it's cool, man. We got one. I got another question. Josie, go ahead and ask a question.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up? Man?
So I'm pretty sure we can all agree that TVD gonna be the starter this season. If TVD leave and Ja'Cory gets a full year of being developed by Ponce,
Jake
do you
Garcia
see
is the guy.
I don't, but
Jake
I get
Garcia
what
is the
you saying.
guy. He's the guy after TVD. That's it.
How can you do that with Ja'Cory being dynamic with his legs and then a more developed arm?
Ja'Cory need a lot of work passing that ball. That's what's gonna hold Ja'Cory back from getting on that field.
They said he's accurate, but not really accurate.
He
But
needs
that's
a
what I'm
lot.
saying.
He needs a lot. Like
He's there for
maybe.
spring.
Uh-huh.
And then you give him a full summer, and then you give him a full season, and then another spring. You don't think that arm can be developed to where now
he could get a lot of work and get the right mechanics to get on the field.
Shit, we could have said that about Tim Martell.
Jake Garcia will be so far.
I don't think the arm talent is the same with Ja'Cory and Tate, but I get what you're trying to say.
We could you feel me? Like
Ja'Cory arm is way better than Tate. The one thing I got with Tate, with Jake, Ja'Cory is the way he throws the ball. You know, I played quarterback, so the way he throws the ball, he throws it. It's like he aims down because he's tall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he just got to understand that you got to flip the wrist now.
Ain't that
everybody now is short?
That happened to Cam Newton, right?
Yeah, that was the same thing with Cam
Newton.
Same thing with Cam. You know what I'm saying?
And they try to change his mechanics too late.
Yeah, he can get it done, but like I said, I think Jake Garcia is just too far ahead. Will be too far ahead of him next year. So,
but the way that he can be used as the weapon in the offense, wouldn't you feel like he'll be more dynamic? Because Jake could be, Jake being a better passer, but the what he can do with his legs and his stature, he's already 6'4", 6'5", 2 something. By next year, he could be 220. He could be 220, 225.
Jake got wheels too. Don't sleep on it. He ain't
Ja'Cory.
I think if Lashley was still the offensive coordinator, Ja'Cory Brown might have an opportunity to start next year because of that. What you're saying. By Gaddis being the offensive coordinator now, he's looking for more of a passer, as opposed to just an athlete quarterback who can run and throw.
Yeah.
Right. So, you start to shrink. If you just rely on Ja'Cory and he's not ready to pass like Jake, you shrink the field too much. So you limit your options.
That's the same thing that happened in Florida, like with AR-15. Like he could throw the ball, but he's more of a runner.
Yeah. You need a quarterback who's gonna hit them tight passes and throw the ball. The deep pass is good and
like
stuff like that.
As much as I love TVD and stuff like that, that one pass that Jake did to Jacoby was probably the best pass I've seen all year. Like from Jake, at least. Like
I don't know. You got a lot of passes from TVD that.
No, I'm saying like
the ball placement was incredible,
from
especially
Jake.
That pass to Keyshawn over there where he had to throw it up a little bit higher and redirect it because the safety was right there.
Yeah, versus Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
No, they both got some like TVD got it. Like I ain't gonna lie. TVD got it, but
TVD that man. I've been telling people that for 2 years that he was the
we
man.
Finally in an Oklahoma situation.
And now they y'all seeing it, man. But yeah, let's get to this last question, man. We're gonna get up out of here after this last question.
I got one.
Team OT TBF, what's good?
What's good, bro?
What's up?
Hey, I was just trying to piggyback. Like when you say with Gaddis, like do y'all even think that Gaddis will still be around by the time that Ja'Cory even like say I'm thinking Gaddis, if Gaddis rock star this year, right? He probably gonna have the conversation about taking a job probably after this season if we produce like we want to produce, right? Is he gonna even be around to even,
But if he won't Ponce will, so it don't really matter. Ponce will be here.
I mean, that's a. I mean, it can happen. It can't. You know what I'm saying? When Lashley came, we said the same thing about him. We said, yeah, boy, Lashley might not be here for that long, and he went after 2 years. So I mean, it is what it is. Mario has been able to get a coaching staff where you could have the next man step up with Ponce probably, or you could go out there and get somebody else. You never know. So we'll definitely see how that goes, man. It's a situation where let's just enjoy him while we got him.
Right. I think with Jacory, man, like when we talk about being a passer, when you look at college and you look at some of the quarterbacks that dominated college, like and won Heisman's and national championships, they weren't the best passers. Like cats that was putting up like astronomical passing yards, like Graham Harrell and all them dudes, they never won anything. They and then they never got.
His joint cutting out.
Yeah, he like going in and out, man. But yeah, hey man, we've been on for about 2 hours, man. Didn't plan that long, man. Shouts out to everybody who checked us out tonight. Shouts out to Gio. Who else got on here to speak? Shouts out to Terrell. Shouts out to Chase Smith. Man, we do this every Wednesday at 7:30, man. We wanted to get on here, man, and answer some questions that everybody been asking and stuff like that. So hopefully we got everything that you guys wanted to hear.
Kwame got a question, man. Kwame seemed real anxious down there.
Kwame, what's up? Go ahead and answer.
Forgive me, I'm jumping in late. I just put my daughter to bed. Question for you: are y'all hearing any noise about Miami kids or Tri-County kids that are at other programs that wanted to go through spring ball that to get their conditioning in, and then they're going to hit the market when like May opens up? Like, who are you in that regard?
I already know who you talking about. I'm not going to answer that question. I'm staying away from that right now. I already know you're trying to get to. I'm staying away from that question.
Hey, Gio, you can take it, Gio.
What happened?
Paul Nessor, Gio.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say any specific names, but reading tea leaves for you guys, it's there's an ACC line. Well, to boot, to even start that off, a lot of schools do this around the country. Florida Gators were actually doing this last year. This is a term in regards to the transfer portal. It's called back channeling. And what it means by that is some coaches, sometimes they fish around with old trainers or old coaches of this said player, or even parents and family. They fish around and gauge interest to see if that said player would be interested in transferring. That's happened all around the country. And Florida Gators were doing that last year with certain guys like James Williams, Leonard Taylor, and Jacoby.
Yeah.
We were gauging interest on those 3 guys to see if they wanted to come over. Now, thing is, I don't want to put out direct names just to put names out there or whatever, where these guys get a lot of attention. They're like, no, I'm not transferring or anything. But the tea leaves is there's an ACC linebacker, there's a Big Ten linebacker, both South Florida ties. There is a defensive lineman with South Florida ties in the Pac-12. And am I missing anyone that I know of right now? Those are the most 3 prominent. There's other names been tossed around, but those are the most 3 prominent that I've heard of.
Yeah, that ACC linebacker you talk about, I think he actually will end up at University of Miami.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of
Mikael Jones. If everybody don't know him, he's at Syracuse right now. I think he should have never left. I mean, yeah, he shouldn't have left Miami. We shouldn't let him allowed to leave the city, but that's here and there. It's some other names. Like I said again, after spring, it's definitely gonna be some bigger names that hits the market. I'm hoping that offensive line gets some traction because we still might need some help at offensive line. Hopefully, we get some traction in that position.
They really liked the offensive tackle from Vanderbilt, Tyler Steen, but last I heard he was down to Alabama and Penn State. I don't know if
I was about to say I thought he committed to somebody if I wasn't mistaken.
Yeah, from what I had heard, Miami was very high on him. They wanted to bring him in as a tackle.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, so yeah, hopefully we could probably get somebody else, man. We'll see, man. Let's enjoy what we got so far for spring. And basically fish the guys out that we might not have on the team next year because there's going to be some guys that leave and vice versa. So we go from there, man. But shouts out to everybody joining us tonight, man. Y'all follow the IOD Squad. Follow the Caneville page, the Footballville page. Gio, you can tell them where to follow you at too, Gio.
Yep, you can follow me right here on my account, Gio305 _, or you can also follow at Orange Bowl Boys and also Recruiting OBB.
All right, just like that, man. But if you're not a current member of the football YouTube Football Nation, please go ahead subscribe, become a member. You'll be able to get into the group me chats with all the members. They get the information and stuff first. So thanks again, man. We out of here.